Hi everyone, and welcome to this week's Tech Tip. Today, we're going to take a quick look at how we can assign colors to identify specific members in a view. So usually, we would use the project material schemes when applying colors to our panel members. So I'll go to my settings, project material scheme, and as you can see here, we have our member types, and we would apply a color based on the member types. So I'm just going to click OK and regenerate these panels. And as you'll see, they'll be assigned a color based on their member type. What I will show you now is a method of applying colors to specific members where you can have greater control. And the great thing is that this can work on any member type, and it also overrides the settings within your project material scheme. So as you can see, we've got our panel member types which have been colored. Okay, so first I need to go to my visibility graphics overrides. So I'm going to type VV, and I'm going to go to the filters tab. I'm going to go ahead and start the process of creating a new filter, and I'm going to give my filter a name. So I want to select my end studs. Okay, so I'm going to call it end studs just so I know exactly what members I want to select. In my categories, I'm going to choose my structural columns category for those column members. Okay, structural columns. And for my filter rule, I want to make sure I'm looking at the structural columns category, and I'm looking at the BIMSF description value, and I can say this is equal to any of the values that are listed here on the right hand side. Because I'm looking for my end studs, I'm going to choose EV and click OK. I'm going to choose to add that newly created filter, and as you can see, it's now available in my filter list. I'm going to go ahead and assign a color to this specific member, so in the view I can actually recognize it against those existing members. So for my pattern, I'm going to choose a solid fill, and I'm going to choose the color red, which will stand out against the existing aqua color we have available. Okay, now I'll click OK, and you'll see my members have been assigned that red color as specified based on the fact that these meet the criteria of end vertical studs. So if I click on this member, you'll see the BIMSF description is EV, and that will color all of my end vertical members. We can also create filters and combine multiple members into the same filter. I'm going to go again into my visibility graphics, go to filters, and I want to modify my end studs filter. So I'm going to go ahead and rename it end studs and tracks. So this time I want to take my end studs and my top and bottom track, and I want to color those in a different color to the ones already used. Again, I go to my categories, and this time I need to add the structural framing category. And in my filter rules, I need to add a OR rule, which may be true because I'm adding structural column and structural framing description data. I want to add a new rule, and I want to specify structural framing, and I want to make sure my BIMSF description is equal to TBOT for my bottom tracks. Again, I'll add another rule, and I'll say my structural framing BIMSF description will be equal to, and I could say T-top for my top tracks. Now I can click OK, and now I can apply those settings by clicking OK. And as you can see in my view, I've now assigned a color to those members based on the criteria that they've met. Another great thing we can do with filters is we can also hide those members specifically if we no longer need them to show in the view. That's it for today, guys. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.